With the reset event coming very soon, a lot of people are planning to reset Shadow Sania. And I'm here to stop you and think twice before you do that. Because personally, I am building my Shadow Sania. I didn't build her before the whole drama happened, and I'm planning to build her for bosses that is not Aurora, because she's still very good in other content that require Dot to work really well. And if you're planning to reset her, I think it is only because you are investing in all her skill. If you invested in only skill 1, I think that is totally fine. She doesn't need to be 6-star. She just needs to be tanky, 5-star, and have the skill 1 maxed out. Because when she land dot, it's going to be 2 turn, and the skill 1 can land 2 dot. It is really good. So personally, I'm going to use the resources that I potentially reset somebody to build up the Shadow Sania, because this skill is going to be pretty amazing. And I actually have been building Fangers as well, because the rank 1 RTA guy love Fangers, and I don't have Ditting to do Teramaton with, so my damage is really garbage. However, is he laughing at me? Fangers is really good at doing damage without worrying about doing any real damage. He's only doing damage with his dot. And I'm almost there with maxing out skill 1, so my plan for reset is potentially my Victor. So I fell victim to Victor. I really like this guy in the beta. They nerfed him, and I didn't pull Ditting, which is like the free-to-play damage dealer in everybody's team. You can check every single boss, there's Ditting everywhere, but I don't have that guy. So I thought, Victor's gonna be great. They nerfed him a little bit, but he was really strong in the beta. How worse can he be? And yeah, he wasn't really that good. I really tried to make him work, but every time I use him to clear content, he felt so slow. And when I watch Ditting do the same thing, and Ditting get free crit rate when he marked the enemy, he does so much fucking damage, it's mind-blowing. So I'm probably gonna reset Victor. I will probably build Victor back up again, because he's my only single target elemental neutral damage dealer. But I really want my Latus back. So I got 1, 2, 3 that I'm going to be using on my Fangers, and that's going to allow me to build a dot team properly. But Sean, what the fuck are you talking about? So right now, if you look at Inferno Teramaton, the dot team is pretty much the only team that can clear this thing. And once in a while, you see like a Ditting Chloros team in there, but the rune quality, not the rune quality, the gear quality is pretty good. And I don't see myself getting that over the course of next week. But the dot team just have to be tanky, and you just have to land your dots, and that's all you really need. But I don't have Lily, which is a very important component in every fucking team. Literally, without Lily, are you even playing Etheria Restart? It's more like Etheria Lily. So without Lily, I'm not sure if it's still doable. But I'm going to try and let you guys know. That's the whole point of watching a content creator, right? It's to watch the guy do the things so you don't have to do it yourself. So I'm going to try to build a dot team without Lily. So let's see how that's going to work out. And even though the dot team is not going to clear Aurora Inferno anymore, I don't have any plan to farm Aurora anytime soon. So that's pretty cool. For Shell, I've been doing a lot more in Shadow Flame Hoyen, and for the next couple days, Shell is the only focus I'm gonna farm. There's gonna be double drop for everything but Shell, and I really need the Shell to boost my team. So I'm trying my best to upgrade my Shell, so I want to ditch the Shock to get Jackal Guard, for example, and maybe Revelation on my damage dealer, and let's see how that's gonna work out. And I think the Lord of Silence can be pretty interesting as well for damage dealer, because this is going to put on my damage dealer in the void state, and it has a very long 4-turn cooldown in between, which can be rather annoying because you don't want to wait that long. However, if you put it on Gray, he buff himself and get a turn all the time. So Shell that has cooldown is really good on him. For example, the Twilight Knight, right? This thing has a 1-turn delay when you're trying to use it in the first turn. It will not work. So you put this on Victor, you don't enjoy the Twilight Knight when Victor decides to go skill 3. But if you put it on Gray, Gray will enjoy the Twilight Knight all the fucking time because he gets so many turns in between due to the buff. So he's going to get Twilight Knight turn 1, and then he's going to get it back again and again. And the same, I think, is going to be for Void, and that's going to allow my Gray to just dodge being one-shot by the boss in the future, in the content I want to use Gray in, because he's a damage dealer, he's a support DPS, and he's not tanky, which means if I use Gray in other boss content, he's gonna be randomly targeted by them, and then he's gonna die, which kind of sucks. So I think I'm gonna try to farm that for Gray, Revelation for my future damage dealer, Jackal Guard to put on my support character because this is gonna be very good for long fight, and that is gonna be PvE. And when I unlock Ren Gokusu, we're gonna try to get our hands on 1 count and 1 Codex of Magic. I think that's gonna be incredible. The other 2 I think is gonna be very good, especially for Lighthouse, because in the future you're gonna have Lighthouse on your Bruiser character to avoid getting one shot, but the focus gonna be on Codex and Count, and that's gonna be very, very good. So in the next couple days, I'm only farming shell so that I can make my shell inventory fatter and stronger. For my Shadow Flame Hoyan, this is the team that I've been using. It's not 100% win rate, but it's okay. Losing a bit of stamina here and there doesn't really bother me, but I discovered something so amazing. Another use case for Seline. So I was trying to control the 2 things on the side, and it has been quite challenging because you can't really control them for too long. However, when I read the skill of these characters, they say that you need to control them. Very similar to Doki Doki. So I thought, wait, hold up. If Seline worked in Doki Doki, then by the same logic, they will also count Seline Forgetfulness as control. And it worked in this fucking thing. And Seline shield me, and Seline can put attack break on the boss so I can maybe survive. Okay, I'm kind of dying here a little bit. But overall, it has been a very enjoyable experience with Seline in here because the 2 things, they're going to be controlled for 2 turns. And if I put slow from my Rosa, that is even longer control overall. And that's amazing. The boss doesn't have a chance to one-shot me with the 7 stack thingy that the boss will get from time to time. So the boss will get attack broken. The 2 side things will not attack me. And I can just focus on killing the boss. Even if I'm doing AoE damage, it's going to be just fine. So I'm so happy that when I discovered Seline worked, I wasn't able to clear the Nightmare level. And suddenly, I'm clearing hell in 1 minute. It is crazy good. So if you have Seline, you might want to try her out in certain situations where you think that, wait, you need control? Seline is control. Even though it's not like the control that you're thinking of. It's not like stun, freeze, sleep. It is forgetfulness. But somehow the game counted as control, so you can use that in this context as well, and it has been working really well for me. The shield keep me alive, the attack break help me stay alive, and because the only debuff you can land on the boss is dot, so it's gonna work even better because sometimes she land a random dot. Okay, it's not very high chance, but the dot on these kind of bosses, very big damage. Incredible. See, another dot on the boss, and that is just like so much extra value from a character that I thought I would never use for a long time. But I find myself using Seline here and there so many times, man. Like, she is one of the hidden gold in my box, not gonna lie. And now if I build up Shadow Sania and she works really well for me without Lily, that's gonna be crazy. That is gonna be mind-blowing. In short, I am resetting Victor for the Latus. I might be building him in the future once again, but not yet. Just like how I might build Lian, but I'm not sure yet. I think Lian might be more important than Victor for the Kururu boss in Ethernet Rally, which is a very big pain in the ass at the moment. And Rosa has been solid as my single target DPS, and I tried to put my hope in Victor. Didn't really work out too well. So the Latus is going to go into Fangus, and hopefully Shadow Sania is going to carry me. Because I have 4 yellow Latus right now, 4 yellow tofu, and it is perfect to build her up. So she better fucking work, man. She better fucking work. I pray that she can work without Lily. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.